Welcome back to the Kansas Speedway in Kansas City, Kansas. First race ever. The NASCAR Winston West Tour gets the honor of inaugurating this new facility. There is Saito. He's out of the car getting a little help to the ambulance. The track safety workers on hand quickly to escort him there. He'll go to the Infield Care Center for a mandatory look-see by the doctors on hand here at Kansas. Frank Kimmel will be your restart leader. Hard to tell what happened to Saito's Chevrolet. Kenny Wallace, obviously he backed into the wall hard somewhere along the way.
Yes, he did. Obviously going into turn one very fast, But the best thing is when you crash doing 200 mile an hour, it's nice to see that guy walk to the ambulance.
You bet it is. John Wood will line up second in the 50 car behind Kimmel's machine. Kevin Richards with some problems early on. He was the early leader right after the drop of the green. Richards took the 85 car down on pit road. Hasn't yet come back on the racetrack. Brent Stover down there checking things out. Let's go to Brent, find out what happened with Richards' machine.
Okay, less than 10 laps into the race. Kevin Richards, who started on the outside of row number 1, seems to be out of the race. What's the situation?
We don't know exactly what broke. Something broke in the motor. Been running great all weekend. Love the new racetrack. Hate to see it for everybody at Monaco's and all my guys. Worked real hard for this. Something like this to bite us right now isn't good.
Frustrating for a driver, especially when you were in such good position to start this race, huh?
Yeah, I just wanted to lead the first lap and then let them guys go a little bit and just run with them. I knew we had a great car, and Frank started getting a little slower, so I was going to go around him, but then it broke. So, yeah, it's very frustrating.
Frustrating way to have your first race at a brand new facility come to an end as well. A couple of cars on pit road, including the Roto-Rooter Chevrolet of Steve Portengay, Kenny. They were down on pit road for a while there under this caution.
Yeah, we watched Steve went out there at Bakersfield, but new track, totally different, than Bakersfield. This is a big mile-and-a-half track, so he's probably making some chassis adjustments, trying to get himself feeling a little more comfortable.
As we told you earlier in the year, Portengay's area of expertise is shock absorbers. In fact, he builds shocks for a lot of these teams, and I'll bet he spent a lot of time in the shock shop trying to get things right for this brand new facility.
Oh, most definitely. Out on the West Coast, they run a lot of what we call bull rings,
yeah.
Little quarter-mile, half-miles, and the cars do a lot of bouncing around, and this is probably one of the smoothest racetracks they run on, besides, say, Vegas. So, Steve probably did a great job on building a lot of people's shocks for a smooth racetrack.
This is the 8th run of the season. There you see Mark Reed, the point leader, by, I call it 43 over Brendan Gaughan, and then another 26 points back to Austin Cameron in third. You've got 3 or 4 drivers there very much in contention for the Winston West Series Championship.
Man, I am really impressed. Did you see that? 900s all the way down through the top 10. It could take one race, a guy go from 10th in the points all the way up to about 5th. So,
sure.
Man, what a competitive division.
Well, when you think about it, really, that you've had a bunch of different winners. You've had Portengay, you've had Johnny Borneman in victory lane, Eric Norris with a couple of seconds. So it could be anybody's chase to the championship this year. We'll see what happens at Kansas when we come back. Welcome back to the brand new Kansas Speedway here on Fox Sports Net, the NASCAR Winston West Series. I'm Rick Benjamin with Kenny Wallace, Brent Stover alongside. Down on pit road today, safety car dives in. We're about ready to put this one back under green. First caution coming out on lap 7 of 100 laps of action here today. 6 laps of yellow, and the green is back out. And the leader is Frank Kimmel on the restart. Second place belonging to John Wood, but he's getting a challenge. Jason Small going for second spot.
Rick John has had a problem restarting. This is his second time. And by the way, everything's a first here. That's the first single-file restart at Kansas City.
There you go. Jason Small with a good move to get second away from John Wood as they come down the long back straightaway here. Looking at some of the cars a little further back, Brendan Gaughan, who started back in 8th spot. He was up to 5th there a moment ago. And there's Mark Reed. He started way back in 17th. Reed in the 4 car. He's at the head of that group. There's Johnny Borneman's 8 car. Tim Wood in the 50. We've got Bill Sedgwick there in the 24. So good battle for position. Reed is at the head of that group of 4.
Yeah, this is what I want to see. Let's race, boys. Mark Reed up there holding off these guys.
Mark Reed with a lot at stake today in that Food for Less machine from Bakersfield, carrying the Dillons and Sara Lee Deli and Coca-Cola colors on that machine this afternoon. Ralph's Food for Less, of course, is major sponsor, West Coast grocery chain. And Reed, the point leader, has had a great early season now.
Whoa!
Here we go, 3 wide. Portengay threading his way down the middle to get by Eric Norris's machine.
That's my heartbeat right now, folks. Turn 3, 3 wide. Hey, you can do it, but you got to make sure everybody holds the ground.
As we ride with Norris through the tri-oval over the start-finish line, he lost a couple of spots, and Portengay really got going there.
Yeah, that was Portengay coming from the back of the pack. Remember, Rick, we watched him make that early pit stop, and he qualified 11th, so, he's got a good car.
Brandon Ash in the 23 car makes a move. That's Andy Hillenberg in the BAM Pontiac. getting past. I thought Hillenberg would be very strong here today. He qualified 5th, but that car does not seem up to speed at all.
Well, in the early going, I mean, he's going to be able to adjust on this car. We got 100 laps here at Kansas City, so everybody's doing what they can do right now. He'll be looking for that first pit stop, make some chassis adjustments. I look for Andy to be stronger when he adjusts his car.
Brandon Ash in contention here in the top 10. He puts Hillenberg back, though, 4 or 5 car lengths early. Let's jump ahead and take a look at some of the other competitors. There you've got Sedgwick and Borneman battling as they work by Mark Reed's machine. One car getting by. Tim Woods gets by Reed's machine. Reed pushed up into the second groove there.
Rick, let's talk about this Tim Woods third. Okay, this is an African-American running really strong. Jack Roush has signed him up. I mean, this guy can drive. He is incredible.
Only in his 3rd year of competition. Just started a few years ago in local late models on the West Coast.
That's right, and we always bring it up. We have Willie T. Ribbs on the truck circuit right now, African-American. I mean, this guy is flat getting the job done, and I really look forward to Jack Roush bringing him on and just seeing if he can make it all the way up to Busch or Cup.
Now, he and John Wood will step into Roush trucks in the 2002 season, so we'll see a couple of future stars here. Meantime, Jason Small goes by Kimmel, so the 14 goes to the top of the leaderboard. Kimmel pushed way up high on the racetrack.
Not too small about old Jason right there. He's pretty big right now.
Jason is 21 years of age. You talk about young guns. Now, he has not been widely heralded this year. He celebrates his 22nd birthday later this month, but he's doing a great job here today. Kimmel way off the pace. Brendan Gaughan goes by him.
Well, he sure is. I don't know what he's doing. I see like a smoke. Or yeah, we got a little bit of smoke. Maybe a left front flat, it looks to me like.
I was going to say, it looked like he might well have a tire down the way he pushed up out of the groove there. So Kimmel comes to pit road under green. That is a big blow to his chances.